Good evening, and so tonight we're joined by local kickboxing star and Tamworth FC goalkeeping scholar Jack Dilloway. Good evening, Jack.
Good evening.
And thank you for joining us. So, Jack, tell us how long you supported Tamworth.
Well, I started 2-3 years ago. I went to the Eton away, my first game. Yeah, last one now. But it was a good experience, you know what I mean? It was a great experience, and I've only started going home games recently, but I do keep up to date with them, and yeah.
Yeah, I think we were talking off air that when you go to a game to become a fan, you need a moment, and Nuneaton,
yeah,
either here or at Nuneaton, is the kind of game that kind of gets you hooked, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, good atmosphere.
Yeah, I can imagine, you'd have been packed in with 200, 300, 400 Tamworth fans behind the goal, and it could have been quite hairy at times.
It was, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so you're a TFC scholar. How's that going?
Good, brilliant. It's just a great atmosphere around the place, you know. Training goes well with Andrew. He pushes us, works us hard. It's just good banter between everybody. It's just a good atmosphere, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think at the moment there's such a great atmosphere around the club as a whole, with everything that's going on, and obviously that feeds through, doesn't it, through all the different age groups, really. But
yeah, it does, yeah.
You're a goalkeeper, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Number one?
Yeah.
Okay, it seems that you're... I didn't really know about you, Jack, in all fairness, until about a month ago.
Yeah.
And then you had the kickboxing title to go for a couple of weeks back, didn't you? And you can tell us a little bit more about that shortly. But it seems that you're fast becoming a local celebrity, really, which is great. How long have you been a kickboxer?
Yeah, well, I'm 17 now. I started about 4, so 12, 13 years I've been doing it.
Wow.
Started off as a little fat kid. You know, got quite a lot of stick for it through the years, but then I was about 12 years old.
Yeah.
I went to the World Championships and picked up 3 gold medals, and it just kicked off from there.
3 gold medals?
Yeah, in the Worlds. And then I started full contact about 4 years ago. I picked up my first English title, my first title. I picked that up in Tamworth, in Dordon, down in Dordon. Then I've recently picked up 2 British, 2 Five Nations, 2 European, and I've just picked up the world.
Yeah, and that was the one I referred to, wasn't it? So tell us a little bit more about that fight. It was quite a big thing. I know you've got a lot of friends that are Tamworth fans, and it was all over social media. And I did actually end up watching the decisive moment in that fight, actually. So yeah, tell us from your words.
Well, obviously, if you've ever been to the Metrodome, it's a massive venue. You know, there's 2,000 people there. You know, massive ring. It's proper like set up properly. And I've gone into this fight against this very, very well-known lad, you know, and I was expected to get, I thought, thinking from what people were thinking, I was expected to get wiped out.
Was he a little bit older than yourself as well?
Yeah, he's about 3 years older, and I'm expected to get wiped out. He's probably number 1 in the world, or, you know, and most people ripped me off. I think the only 2 people that didn't write me off was my dad and my coach. I've gone into the fight and it was even, very even. We had it 1 round each, and then going into the third, I thought I was just taking it, and he got a bit complacent, dropped his hands. I just threw the kick because I saw it coming. Yeah. Threw the kick and it was over before I knew it.
What a feeling! I saw you jumping up the side of the ring with arms aloft and to the fans. It must be incredible.
I was all over the place, yeah.
Yeah,
I think a few people made a good. Quite a few people came travelling down, you know, had a good 30 odd people come down to Barnsley, which for me is a really, really good support. With paying for hotels and travel and tickets and that, you know, so I wanted to have that moment with them, if you know what I mean. Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. And again, talking off air, that you've only really just sort of come down from that night, haven't you?
Well, only the other day, I haven't watched it 100 times in the day.
Yeah. So when you go through a regime where you're training really hard, and you know obviously you've got a fight coming up and you've got a focused goal to aim for, I guess then when that's out the window, once that's gone, you can then sort of kick back and just eat bad food,
relax,
you know, and just blow out.
I went down to Krispy Kreme and got a 12-pack as a snack. You know what I mean?
I tell you what, I wish I'd got to know you a bit sooner now, Jack. You could have got me one. But how do you cope with two careers really? Because obviously you've got your kickboxing, but you're also a promising footballer. So, you know, that's two really big commitments. How do you cope with that?
Yeah, I find it fine because obviously I'm at the Scholar, so I come down to the Scholar in the daytime, do my training and the education, go home, have a meal, have a rest, and then I'm kickboxing. You know, I feel like I can balance it out. If I need a rest one day with say the kickboxing, I'll have a day off. You know, I'm not gonna, especially in camp. Especially when I'm not in camp, if I'm not like training for a fight, I can just like balance it out to the way I need.
Yeah. Do you find you're more focused if you've got a fight lined up?
Yeah. So to aim for. You know, so to aim for.
What kind of support do you have really to help you train and to keep you focused? Which people around you help you do that?
Friends and family, you know, little comments on Facebook, it just, when I'm uploading stuff, it motivates you. Yeah. When you're going through hard times in training, you know, your coach pushes you through it, but I find myself very self-motivated as well. So if I don't want to go in the day, I just go and get it done, because in the end of the day, it's graft, isn't it?
Yeah. You get out of it what you put into it, don't you? Yeah. And the most successful people in life have that attitude, really. You did mention your dad as well as your coach. Mm-hmm. How important is the role that your dad plays?
Important, yeah. He takes me to training, takes me to the fights, pays some fees as well for me to fight, because it's very... There's the other side to it, isn't there, with the ticket sales and stuff. You know, with the support, you have to get a certain amount of money to get sanctioned.
Absolutely, yeah.
And all that, yeah.
So when you were a wee lad,
that
little kid you said,
that little boy, that
little boy, yeah. What did you think? I want to be a footballer, or did you think I want to be a kickboxer, or was it not really in your mind? I've always been picked one and then switched and vice versa. I'm always going in between the two. Right. You know, but I don't know. At this moment, I don't know which one I'd prefer to do, and then I have. Right. So at the moment, you're in a kind of limbo, really, where you could do either.
Yeah.
You could do both, but maybe realistically that could be difficult the more things progress.
Yeah.
So the question I was going to ask you was, what are your ambitions? You know, is it all about the sports, or are you maybe, you know, working school-wise towards a career, maybe a lawyer, maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
Well, I want to stay in the sport.
Yeah.
If that's fighting, playing, or even coaching.
Coaching. Yeah.
I'm starting to set up some private lessons in kickboxing. You know, for fitness and people who want to like start fighting and stuff. I've started all that up, and I'll just see where it goes.
Absolutely.
You never know what can happen.
No, and I think it's great that you've not really got too much. It's great to have an idea of what you want to do, but not to have too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Especially as you're only 17. Yeah. Slight change in tact now. You've been a Tamworth fan now for 3 years. Yeah. You've seen quite a few games in that time. What would be your favourite memory, really, as a Tamworth fan? Most memorable moment?
I'd say, as a Tamworth fan or player, I'd definitely say last year we won the league with the Scholars. I'd definitely say that was probably my best moment, because we all sat on the halfway line waiting for the kiddie Mansfield score, and then we found out Mansfield scored and prematurely celebrated, not knowing that kids could still get it back, but they didn't in the end. So it was just the atmosphere and the scenes.
Brilliant, yeah, and of course that group, that banter and everything that goes with that, to succeed and to achieve something like that.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. So it's an under-19s team, wasn't it, last year, and a lot of you guys were nowhere near 19. That makes it even more incredible, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Great achievement, and well done.
Thank you.
Finally, what kind of season do you think the Tamworth FC first team will have? Because you've been in and around it a little bit now, you've seen some of the signings that have been made, still a couple more to come out over the next couple of weeks. But what's your gut feeling on this season?
See, obviously I've worked with Andrew last year. He's got a lot of ambition. He's very passionate about everything, and I think he'll get the players working hard. Definitely, they'll work hard, and he'll push them. And I think Tamworth are going to be an underdog. I definitely think they're going to push up the table, and I think they get promotion. You know.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
They could go up. Yeah, especially under Evan Garrett's and that.
Viewers, please remember to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. It is free, so don't be panicked by the word subscribe, and it does help us massively the more subscribers we have, and of course you will then be notified of any content as it goes up. Thank you.